Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to do something a little bit different, a little bit weirder. We're going to do a anime tier list. I got this idea from a few other YouTubers that are doing this, and I kind of enjoyed their take on different series, so I thought I'd give my own spin on it. So we're going to go through and see which ones of these, as you can see, there's quite a lot. We're going to go through and see which ones we recognize and kind of tier them up, and hopefully I'll have some different opinions than you guys, and you guys can discuss it down in the comments below, and we can have a nice little conversation. But for now, I guess let's get started. Alrighty, so let's go through. I guess we'll focus on the top 3 rows. Now, I feel like I'm going to have to redo this whole list every time I find a new one. But I haven't seen a lot of anime. I'm mostly manga in that regard, but I do recognize some. So let me see. Dr. Stone, I'm going to put this at very high tier, later high tier, almost top tier. It depends on how I view a lot of the other series going forward that I'll have to reshift them around. Vinland is also going to be high tier. That's an easy pick. If you haven't seen Vinland, the animation style, OST, God, the soundtrack to that series is insane. Season 2 just got announced, so hype on that. Doro, haven't really seen much of, so I can't really rate it, but I do know what I have seen. It's pretty high, and that opening is fire, so we'll let that through. Fairy Gone, I don't know what that is. Blood, haven't seen it. I'm reading this, the light novel, so I don't really want to rate the anime because I haven't seen it yet. That looks like the Fate movie. I'm not too sure. I can't read it. It's very small. Beastars also haven't seen, so I'll skip that one. Fire Force, I'm sorry. That's a top tier. That sound design and just impact of everything and the story was so good. Season 2 still, even though it's not as good as season 1, it's still beautiful. I love it. Doro's, I'd say, well, this is Dorohedoro. I'll put that at high tier, mostly because I think the art and feeling of that show kind of got lost in the anime, but the anime is still an amazing adaptation, especially for MAPPA to kind of dip their hand in 3D for the first time in a very long time. They did really good with that one. Kaguya, now this is I'll judge this one based on the dub, because if you haven't seen the dub, most people cringe at that, and I usually do too. Sub is usually always better, but the dub narrator for this show is the funniest thing in the world and had me dying laughing every single second. So it's a top tier for me. Out of just pure enjoyment and adaptation standards, it's so good. Baccano, high tier, very high tier, possibly top tier depending on how big these two lists get. We're starting out kind of strong, I'm not going to lie. Everything's been in top or high tier so far. But Baccano's been great. I haven't read the light novels for it, but I have seen the animation from it, and it's so pretty. I love it. It's aged very well. Chaos Head, I don't remember it, but what I do remember wasn't really that good. Animation or story, but that could just be me. Sorry, Naruto's god tier for me. And that's fine if you disagree. I just think that everything that Naruto's done, so many people follow it, and all the tropes of modern shonen and stuff that you see comes from things like Hunter x Hunter. Speaking of seeing it right there. And all the Bleach and Dragon Ball, all those tropes of characters that come from that stem from the greatest of all time, and they belong on the god tier. Whether or not you grew up with Naruto as heavy as I did, the Pain arc, Madara as a villain, Obito as a villain, all the archetypes that Naruto has to go through growing up, like it's just, it belongs there, but you can disagree, but it's gonna stay there. So moving on, Monsters adaptation was pretty dang good. It does hold up. It's a little dated, but it still holds up very well, in my opinion, if you can find a really high quality version of it online. Let's see. Kimi ni Toroke. Now this, I'm drifting between top and high because it is one of the best shoujo romances animated, especially the opening and soundtrack overall. It's gonna sit at top tier for me right now, just because this list is getting a little long and it is pretty high, almost top tier. So I'm gonna leave it there for now and see where we go. Zero no Tsukaima. I'm gonna put it in mid tier. It breaks my heart to do that, but I love it and it deserves high tier. But overall, it's not that good. I'm just really nostalgic with it, so it's one of my favorites. Darker Than Black, also kind of good. I don't remember it being that phenomenal, so it's gonna be on mid tier until I can remember parts about it, and it might bump up to high. Berserk as well. I'm thinking this is the original one, and I enjoyed that a lot. I loved the older animation. As soon as they went 3D, I wanted to blow my brains out. Fairy Tail. See, now we're getting hard. now we're getting harder to judge this, because the story is technically shit tier, but its enjoyment has it at like mid to high tier. So we're gonna leave that right there. We're gonna leave that right there. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like, don't hate me. That's fair. Hellsing. I'm gonna put that at top. That animation is so gritty and nostalgic that it's just wonderful. So, and I love the adaptation. I grew up with that. That was so good. Angel Beats made me cry, but it has some flaws in its story. So I'm gonna put it at mid tier, but it is incredibly enjoyable, as most everything that studio does. Shaman King, animation was never good to me, ever. Like, even the old show, the new show is tanking. The manga's great, but that's not what this tier is. This is all anime, so I'm gonna leave that at shit, because because the adaptation is kind of shit. So Toradora, animation goated, story goated, soundtrack goated, openings goated. It's gonna stay there. I'm trying to squint to see some of these. It's very small. Let's see. Eureka 7. Ooh. That's like right here. The first adaptation of it was great. I'm gonna put it at high tier. You know what? I loved that. I that was what got me into some mecha, was that one, and Line Barrels of Iron, which would also be considered mid to low tier, but it's still really good to me. To Love Ru, I'm just gonna put that there. I haven't seen it, but it belongs in the trash. So we're not even gonna do that. Maid Sama, I'm gonna low tier it. Fight me. It didn't go far enough. It was cute but useless of an adaptation. So it should have gone farther. It's the same argument I'll have with Rosario No Vampire. That one belongs in the trash, but the manga belongs at God tier. So that's kind of how I feel about that. Shampoo. Is that even a question? It's not. You're right. Let's see. I guess I'll just start sorting these with stuff I haven't watched. I think it's Weathering with You, so I haven't seen that one either, or that one. I'll put that there even though I have. I'm gonna assume this is Blade Works. If it is, it's top tier, and if it's not, and that's the movie like the trailer poster for it, I'll move it. Beastars, haven't seen it. I have no idea what in the world that is. Nana, I have seen some of, but I haven't seen enough to judge it. Same with GTO. We're back. I think that's Lucky Star. I've seen my girlfriend watch that, and you know what? It was hilarious what I saw, so we're gonna put that in mid tier. I can't tell what that is. Afro Samurai, also haven't seen. This is gonna be a huge haven't watched. No idea what that is. Air Gear, haven't seen it, read it, so I don't know if that adaptation is crap. Blood A, haven't seen it. I refuse to watch that one. What is that? What's the name of that thing? The only thing I remember from YouTube is the one where like the girl just sticks her head on the wall and puts a knife in it over and over and over again. Bebop. Top tier. Animation was so fluid. Story was so good. Some of the sequences in that show are breathtaking still. It's aged so good. Trigun, same thing, just a little bit less for me. Ippo, haven't seen the adaptation for it. I haven't watched many Dragon Ball at all either. I just grew up with Budokai Tenkaichi as a game, and it was great. I have no clue what that is. Is that that looks like a Suka Lang? Yeah, that's Evangelion. Okay. It's gonna belong there. I'm sorry. I do not like Shinji. I do not like Asuka Langley. I do not like any of the characters from Evangelion. I do not like their archetypes. I do not like anything about that. I hate that they keep basically remaking that show into different movies over and over and over again. It's overdone. I don't like it. You can, but I just choose not to. It's one of these things that's like, well, you have to watch all this to understand. I don't fucking care. Don't know what that is. Claymore, I like the manga way more than the animation. I don't know what that is, but I do at the same time. What is that, 5 centimeters per second? I've heard really good things about that. If that's Clannad, that looks like Clannad, but I can't tell, so I'm gonna leave it. Chobits. Mid-tier. I love it. I love it so much, but I can't. The animation holds it back a little bit, but the opening is great and the soundtrack is great, but it's not great enough to enter high tier, because the story is bland but also amazing at the same time. It's one of my favorites, and it's weird saying that it's bland, but it's very slow. It's cute, but it's very slow. I prefer the manga adaptation. It gets to things a little bit quicker, but that's me. Oremo. It's not kosher. We're gonna move. We're gonna move on. Yu Yu Hakusho. Sorry, top tier. Immediately. In fact, it might be god tier. I can't decide. I'm a little bit torn on it. I'll be honest with you. Yu Yu Hakusho has so many good things about it. Black Lagoon also haven't seen. Ooh, we're at the Bakuman. Bakuman is top tier. Animation's great. Overall adaptation is phenomenal. It takes, 20 volumes into 3 seasons and a live action movie and does them all well. So, Black Butler. Actually, it's like between these two. But I don't feel like it's bad enough to go to mid tier. I think it deserves high tier. When I used to watch that growing up, I actually really enjoyed it a lot. Like, some of the action sequences are absolutely bonkers. Like, Sebastian is such a baddie for no reason that I'm gonna leave him there. They're gonna stay right there. Gossip, haven't seen. I literally have been seeing that since like 10 years ago, and I always want to watch it, and I just never do. So it's gonna stay in the I don't know. Beelzebub, mid-tier. Animation's pretty meh, but the story's hilarious, and I enjoyed it. I think the manga or whatever it was adapted from went a lot longer, so I have no clue. But it was mid-tier to high-tier enjoyment, but my high tier is getting a little too big. Redline, no clue. This is Natsume. Haven't seen anything on it, but I know it's good. But I don't want to rate it incorrectly. Is that Usagi Drop? If that is, get out. Penguin Drum, reading it right now. I just got the light novel for it, so I haven't watched this yet. That looks like Fate. That looks like Unlimited Blade Works, but I can't tell. So I'm going to assume, because where was it? We're just going to assume this is Blade Works because I haven't seen any of the movies, so I'm just going to put those down there. Blood Sea, haven't seen it. Great opening, though. DxD, trash. What is this? Haganai? Trash. I think that's those Not So Sweet Boys. I have no clue. Haven't seen it. Guilty Crown, low tier. I don't know what that is. That looks familiar. Wolf Children, haven't seen it yet either. Hate me. Chihaya Reddit, haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. I can't quite make out what some of this is. Excel World, shit. Kingdom, that's not Kingdom, is it? Is that Kingdom's adaptation? I don't remember. It doesn't look like it, but it could be. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the anime for it. I've heard a lot of mixed things on it. I believe that's also Natsume, or that's the other one that I also haven't seen. No clue what that is. Looks like Evangelion and weird at the same time. So I haven't seen that one. Is that Kokoro Connect? I didn't like it. Animation was pretty, but I did not like it at all. Say I Love You? This is torn. I'm gonna put that sucker at mid-tier. It would be high tier if this went as far as the manga went, and it didn't. Sword Art Online, y'all are gonna hate me for it. That whole first season was top tier. Sub the weird what is it? The Elfheim Online. Ignore that. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. I swear to God, it doesn't exist. You can't find it. I'm gonna delete it off the internet. You will never be able to find it. That whole Sword Art though, Sword Art Online is nuts. Alicization, nuts. Like Gun Gale was pretty freaking enjoyable. So I enjoyed that series a lot, and the animation's always on point. So My Little Monster, I'll put that in mid-tier. Just because it's not high tier to me, but it's really good. That doesn't mean it's good, that good. Haven't seen JoJo's. Y'all can hate me on that. I want to so bad. I'm just so behind. Bleach, bro, sorry. Pierrett's animation and adaptation for some of those arcs is out of this world and just has some of the best filler you'll ever see. I can't even fathom people not watching Bleach. And apparently it's getting continuated with a new arc from Tite Kubo. Who knows? Haven't seen much on it. The World God Only Knows. I love it. It's a mid-tier. Is that Brunhilde of Darkness? I think is what that is or something. I don't know what that is. Magi. Oh my God. That's some high tier action right there. Psycho-Pass. High tier as well. Batum. I didn't like the adaptation. I like the manga though. This is the pet something. What is it? It's like the pet of like Sakura-so or something. I enjoyed that way too much. Chunibyo, also animations on point for both of these shows. This is such a good show. Attack on Titan. I'm sorry. That's a god tier. Especially the first 3 seasons. Mappa's was a little messy, but it doesn't make it not god tier. Blood Lad, haven't seen the adaptation for it. K, haven't seen it. Data Live, y'all gonna hate me. That's a mid tier to high tier. I think it should go here, but y'all will kill me, so I'm gonna put it at mid tier. Strike the Blood. Ooh, I just saw this one. This one is a high tier. Basket, haven't seen. Kuroko no Basket. Baka to Test. Ooh, that's a high tier enjoyment and animation. Lelouch, haven't seen. Steins Gate, haven't seen. I forget what that is. That's the angel. Sora no Toshimo, I think is what it is. What is this? This is the Devil's a Part-Timer. I'd say it's mid-tier, only because the season 2 and stuff never came. Or at least it's coming now, I think. Or something like that. Oh God, what is I forget which one this one is, but the fact that it keeps escaping me, I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put it a low. I liked it when I watched it, but he was a little. I'm just put that at mid tier for now. What is that one? This is the Snafu, I think. Haven't seen it yet. I have no idea what that is, or that. Haven't seen Swim Club. I hate her. I've seen her sometimes, and I just dislike her. Gurren Lagann. Ooh. Gurren Lagann. Hot take, mid-tier. I don't know. I enjoyed it a lot. I just didn't enjoy it that much. Like, it's not enough to get on my high tier. It's enough to be enjoyable to rewatch it, but I don't think I'd put it so much higher. Tokyo Ghoul. I'm going to judge this on the first 2 seasons. Yo, those were high tier as hell. I'm sorry. Those were so good. Haven't seen that one. Golden Time, I did see, but I don't like how they wrote the main male protagonist. I'm going to put that at shit, but the anime or the manga is great. Ping Pong, haven't seen it. Spice and Wolf. We're going to put that at god tier. I'm sorry. That show is so goated. Space Dandy, haven't seen, or that one. Looks like 007. It's weird. Madoka Magica, haven't seen, heard amazing things about it. Gantz, haven't seen. Wolf's Rain, I think is what that is. Also haven't seen it. Ergo Proxy, haven't seen, but I know it's good. Kawaiso, high tier for animation and story. We'll put Gun Gale a little bit lower. Gun Gale will be like mid tier. Seven Deadly, yo, that's a high tier. Nozaki-kun, haven't seen it. I'm running out of space to scroll up. Barakamon, that's a high tier. Aoharu Ride, a little bit boring as an adaptation, but the soundtrack's amazing. But the manga's amazing, so I'll keep it at mid. Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that one. What was that, Nichijou? That's not Nichijou. This one's the... I forget which one that is. Then you have... I think it's Zankyo no Terror, or Zankyo 2 Terror. I forget which one it is in Japanese. That's a high tier. Parasite, high tier. Oh my god, here we go. Kenshin. The adaptation was a little rough. Did I move back instead of Kenshin? Yeah, get that. I haven't seen that one. Go down there. Kenshin is a mid tier for me, but the live actions are god tier. See, now that looks like Fate Stay. I'm just gonna keep putting that there because I have one that represents it. Trinity 7 crap. I did see it, and like a girl pissed herself in the first like 5 episodes on the bed or something like that, and I just immediately quit. Elfen Lied. Highly enjoyed this one. And the animation's actually kind of nuts, so I'm gonna put that on high tier. I think that's Clannad. I can't tell. I'm still squinting at it. Durarara. Or Drrr. We're gonna put that at... I don't remember much about it, but it was pretty enjoyable. The first season was pretty good. I didn't go past that, so I'm gonna put that at mid. I feel like someone's gonna kill me. Or in High School Host Club. High tier. Super high enjoyment. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna put that there. All Noah Zero was great up until the last episode of the first season, and the second season doesn't exist, so it immediately jumps to shit tier. Haven't seen that one. Is that... what is that? The Railgun? Haven't seen that one either. Haven't seen Cardcaptor. Homie's got a sister complex. That's weird. That whole show's weird. Actually, it's a low tier. It's got some enjoyable fights. Then we have Owari no Seraph. We're gonna put that at high tier. Saikano Boring Girlfriend, haven't seen it. Don't know what that is. We're gonna put... Is it wrong to pickle girls in a dungeon? What is that? What is it usually called? I forget. I'm gonna put it right there. The other one that people always call it. Food Wars, that's some high tier. That's some high tier beat right there. Fate Zero, now that is some... I gotta scroll so hard. That's some top tier beat. Fate Zero was so good. Was that Vampire Knight? Yo, we're gonna put that at shit tier. Gintoma's adaptation to me is so enjoyable to watch. I'm gonna have to put that at top tier. Haven't seen Blood Blockade. Haven't seen the Grisaya adaptation. I don't know what this is, but it looks really familiar. So I'm gonna put that there. One Piece is anime. Mid tier. Up until like the newer arcs and Wano, where it's handled really well. I think that they just drop the ball over and over and over again. Prison School. This one's going to be a high tier enjoyment. I feel like that's a Ghibli film that I haven't seen yet. Is that Makaku City Actors? I can't tell. Also haven't seen much of it. That's another one of Black Butler that I haven't seen. Death Parade, haven't seen. Let's see. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. I think that's Infinite Stratos. If it is, Steins Gate, haven't seen. Hellsing. I'm gonna put that. This adaptation was good, so we're gonna put that at high tier. Don't know what that is. This movie was handled so weirdly that it's like a mid. The Boy and the Beast. Mushishi. I enjoy this dubbed so much. It's a high tier. We've got Ace. We're gonna put that at mangas. I enjoy the manga a lot, but I'm gonna put that at mid. We're gonna skip that one. That one's Infinite Stratos. I don't know what the hell the other one is. That one. I don't know what that is. I still don't know. Gangsta, haven't seen it, but I know it's nuts. Dragon Ball, haven't seen it. Charlotte, I do know something about Charlotte enough to put it there. Don't know what these two are. Umaru-chan, haven't seen that one yet. Is that Tokyo Ravens? I can't tell if it is. Haven't seen that one. D. Grayman. Oh my god. We're gonna put D. Grayman at top. Are we running out? Yeah, we are running out. Ooh, I'm gonna try and speed up. This is Full Metal Panic. Full Metal Panic is a solid mid-tier. Exorcist, sorry, the last couple seasons have been absolutely fucking weird. The first season's great, so I'm gonna put it up to a mid-tier because of that. But other than that, no. Rosario, this literally breaks my heart to do, but it's a solid mid-tier just because it's a funny harem, but the manga's a god tier. I don't really like how they handled Dead Man Wonderland's adaptations. I'm gonna put that at mid-tier as well. Haven't seen Bakemonogatari. Haven't seen what is it? My Husband's an Otaku. Haven't seen Working. School Rumble, haven't seen, but I want to. Another, you know what? I'm gonna put this hilarity at a mid-tier just because it's funny to watch the death compilations. Haven't seen Kill la Kill. No idea what that is. That's the Magical Index. Magical Index is like mid to low. I'm gonna put it at low. Stay it safe. What is that one? I know what it is. And it's shit. Snow White with the red hair. It's getting hard to scroll. Oh my god. This one's soundtrack and animation and everything puts it at high tier. Haven't seen Assassination Classroom. I have no idea what that is. Howl's Moving Castle. I wish I could just right click and say god tier. But it's technically not. It's a top tier. I have some flaws with Ghibli. Mononoke is the only one to me that reaches that god tier status. This is getting hard to move. This is annoying. This is so annoying. We're gonna put that at top as well. Most Ghibli is all top. Soul Eater, adaptation's a little weird, but it's really good up to the weird. Haikyuu, haven't seen it, but I have seen actually. I've seen a decent amount of episodes of Haikyuu, enough to know that it belongs here. Especially with it being so faithful to the manga, it's gonna be there. Pandora Hearts, have not seen or read. That's Nichijou, haven't seen it either. Suzumiya, haven't seen it. I forget what that is. Also haven't seen it. No, wait, I have seen that. I think it's Asterisk. I'm not confident that it is, so I'm gonna leave that there. One Punch Man. Oh, now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into it. Stays there. Stays right at top. Haven't seen K-On! Gate either. I know what that is, but I haven't seen the anime for it. Don't know what... Is that Fully Cooley? Okay. Fully Cooley, hear me out. Mid. Sorry. It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. Like, I get the point of it. I get the emotional attachment to it, the nostalgia, everything. Ugh. It's okay. Arya, haven't seen it. Noragami, have seen it. and it deserves top. I can't wait for it to be at, like, you know, go further if it ever does. I haven't seen the Erased anime. I know it differs from the manga, which is why I didn't want to watch it for a while. But I did watch the live action and it was great. So I'm going to keep that down there because I haven't seen it. Also haven't seen Konosuba, but I know it's good. Don't know what that is. Okay. The animation for this one, for... what is it? It's the... I just remembered the name and now it's gone. Grimgar. This one was boring as hell. Their delivery and enjoyment for this show was so boring in the first like 5 or 6 episodes that I couldn't get through it. So I'm gonna leave. Actually, I'm gonna put this at like low because I just didn't enjoy it. High School of the Dead. I'm cultured. Okay, it's mid tier. It's not high, but it's mid. Perfect Blue haven't seen. Sinbad's haven't seen. Is that the Iron Fortress one? Cabaneri, the Iron Fortress, haven't seen it either. I keep the ones that I have done so I can do them. Sakamoto, haven't seen. Twin Star, have seen. Don't know what that is off the top of my head. Spirited Away, have seen. Don't know what that is. The Garden of Eden, I think, where the hell that garden one is. Also haven't seen it, but I know it. Reborn, have seen it. Orange, haven't seen it. Psyche, have seen it. Haven't seen Drifters. Haven't seen Mob Psycho, even though my girlfriend's hounding me to see it. 91 Days, I didn't finish it, but I did like it, so I'm gonna keep that there. I got like 3 episodes in and it was really good. Haven't seen that one. I think that's Yuri on Ice, I think. Real Life, haven't seen it. I don't know what that is. Is that the butt one? I think so. I don't know what that is. Put that there. Ghost in the Shell, haven't seen it. Akira, also haven't seen it. I know, I'm behind on a lot. That's the weird one, the isekai one. I know exactly what that one is, I just can't tell. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. That Little Witch Academia, also haven't seen it. Log Rides and Boruto, have seen it. Haven't seen Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. That's the weird Amagi Park or something like that. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen that. Haven't seen that. I know what that one is. School Days. Trash. Because the light novel is incredible. And they chose the worst route to take out of the light novel. Or the visual novel, my bad. Eromanga-san, or the Eromanga Sensei. We're going to put that at shit tier. Where it belongs. Fate Apocrypha, haven't seen it. Dimension W, haven't seen it. Don't know what that is. Not seen it. Was this Kisniver or something like that? I have seen a little bit of it and it melted my brain, so I haven't seen it. Gal Gohan, haven't seen the adaptation for it, but I like the manga for it. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. I think it's High School of the Elite or Classroom of the Elite. That's what it looks like. Slam Dunk, haven't seen the adaptation for it. I just want to read it. That's my priority, but getting that is hard enough. Haven't seen, I think it's Your Name. Haven't seen Abyss. Don't know what that is. I have seen Overlord, so I can finally rate something. We're gonna put that at high tier. I enjoyed Overlord a lot. Some of the animation was a little weird when they went 3D. Overall was great. Black Clover, I do know. I don't know what that is. That's the Smile, Sadistic. Yeah, we all know that one. Haven't seen it though. Have seen it. Bebop again. Banana Fish, haven't seen it. I'm just gonna go through these all. I haven't seen it. Slime, haven't seen it. Lane, haven't seen it. Or Rain, I don't know what the hell that is. Nope. Haven't seen that one. We all know what that one is. I just can't remember what it is. Devilman, haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. Is that Pancreas? It looks like I want to eat your pancreas. Megalobox, also haven't seen it. Haven't seen that one either. Bunny Girl Senpai. I don't know what that is. It's familiar. Death Note. Unpopular take. Mid. Haven't seen this one. It's about like jogging or sprinting or something. It's like a sports one that just came out. Haven't seen it. Quintuplets. Haven't seen it. Neverland. I would advise not to read it, or not to see it. Advise to read it instead. Don't know what that is. Is that Rose of Versailles or something like that? I forget. Violet Evergarden. Haven't seen it. Looks like Grand Blue. I have no idea if it is. There's Clannad. So what the hell's that? After Story? Oh, cool. I'll look at that later. Ponyo, have seen it. I don't know what that is. That looks like another index. No, that's Goblin Slayer. Also haven't seen it. Samurai 7. Haven't seen that either. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I can't tell what that is. I know what that is, but I still haven't seen it. Don't know what that is. Akame ga Kill? Shit. Sorry. Crap. Not good. Disliked it. I know what that is and it's bad. I just don't know the name for it. I don't know that. I've heard that one's good. Heard it's good, but I haven't seen it yet. Don't know what that is. And that's a My Hero spinoff, so we're going to put that there. I don't know what that is. We're getting close. We're getting close. Haven't seen the adaptation for this, but I have read it. And it's really good. Even though I hate his character, like, to the death of me. Ooh, that's Black Bullet. Okay. So now we have an issue. And I have to go up and drag these one by one. Oh my god, that's so much I don't know. So Ponyo, top tier. My Hero is about to get me some people to unsubscribe. Alright, here we are. Hot take, mid tier. Sorry. Deku is the worst anime protagonist I've ever seen or read. I'm sorry. Especially in the later half of the manga that anime watchers haven't seen. He is such a Naruto stuck in the first 40 episodes, but for the next 180 episodes. I cannot stand him at all. And his decisions are the most whiny baby. I can't know. And also Bones has been dropping the animation for so long. The first 2 or 3 seasons were goated, and then season 4 was like, what? And I think season 5 is about to come out, or it's already out. But I know it's going to be like, what? So, then we have Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. We're going to put that bad boy at God tier. Ufotable snapped on that sucker. Reborn. Slept on. Mostly because its manga did not do well in the West. And stopped at like 16. We're going to put that at high tier because it's really good. Bebop. I think I already rated that. I think it's the movie. Which I haven't seen. Black Bullet. Black Bullet's a solid mid-tier. It gets a little rocky in the second half of the first season, but overall it's good. Then you have, I just put that somewhere and it already disappeared. There it is. I got my eyes are going cross-eyed looking at all these. Bungo Stray Dogs, high tier, easily. I think this is Brotherhood. Oh, it disappeared. Where is it? It sucks because they're all going to God tier, basically. Except for Inuyasha. Inuyasha, as much as I enjoy it, and it deserves God tier. It's got some rockiness, so it's a top tier for me. Noragami, so good. So much scrolling. Fruits Basket, I haven't seen this version, but I enjoyed. I already lost it. There it is. Fruits Basket, I saw the original, and I saw some of this, and I know this is more faithful to the manga, and I do know that it is absolutely gorgeous, and it is faithful, and it is amazing, so it's a top tier for me, because I have seen a few episodes of it here and there, just to see what it looked like, and it blew me away. So then we have Clannad. And this made me cry for 5 days straight. So we're gonna put that on God tier. And I'm thinking this is After Story, which is technically a separate one. And if this is, and it's not a different story, like it's not a different show, then these two together, absolutely goated. Then we have, this is the Apprentice one, the Magus Apprentice one. That's a high tier. Black Clover, same thing. This is one of the shonens that's done some uniqueness and blew me away recently. So we're gonna put that in the same time as Pierre. It's going absolutely nuts with shonen. Psyche is I'm struggling to rate these. I laughed a lot, but it's not a crazy anime, so I'm gonna put it at mid tier. Boruto. See, this is hard for me because Boruto's manga is a 10 out of 10. Boruto's anime, for the most part, it'd be a mid tier, and it hurts me to do that. Then we have ReZero. There's some top tier action. We're gonna scroll all the way down again. Log Horizon. Oh my god, I just want this. I want this to be over. I'm trying. Log Horizon. We're gonna put that at it's a mid tier because it went kind of downhill really fast. I actually don't know what that is. Is that Anohana? Also haven't seen it. I refuse to cry like a baby. I just put something in there and I don't know what I put in there. I think I had something kind of important to move, but I don't recognize it, and it just got lost in a sea of whoops. My mind is going cross-eyed. I don't recognize any. Oh, Spirited Away. Hot take on this one. This is the only Ghibli film to me that's like mid. I don't really like Spirited Away. Finally, we're done. Twin Star. High tier. So I'll go through this really slowly so y'all can just see what I've rated. Yeah, there you go. 42 minutes, it looks like, on counting, but I'll probably edit this down to be a little bit smaller, but whoo, there you go. These are all my my hot takes. And look at all that I haven't watched. Yikes. Alrighty, see you guys in the next one. If you liked it, comment and subscribe, and let me know what your guys' opinions are of these series and if you'd rate them somewhat differently.